Lunchtime Lessons with Lauren is something that I do. Now it's going to be on the first Thursday of every month. I tried to do the first Monday of every month, but I could not get myself together on a Monday, so we're going to do Thursdays. So it's the first Thursday of every month at noon. It's a quick lunchtime lesson. So I'll talk maybe for about 10 to 15 minutes about a certain career topic. I come up with the topics on my own, or I do take requests. So if there is a certain career topic, like relating to resumes or cover letters or interview strategies that you're interested in, please put a message in the comments. We're live right now on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So on any of those platforms, you can feel free to add a comment, and your topic could be the topic for the next lunchtime lesson. Also, if you're watching on LinkedIn, please feel free to connect with me, Lauren Barlow. And if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, please follow my account. So it's Lauren Barlow Career Coaching on both of those platforms. All right. Without any more delay, let us jump in to the lesson today. All right. So today, as I mentioned, we're going to talk about adding information to the experience section on LinkedIn. If you have any questions throughout the presentation, please feel free to type them into the comments. I'll answer questions at the end. You can ask questions about the experience section on LinkedIn and topics that I'm talking about today. You can also just throw into the comments any career related questions that you have. I'll look at the end and answer whatever questions come in. So again, my name is Lauren Barlow. I'm the owner of Lauren Barlow Career Coaching. This is a small career coaching private practice that I started in 2018. So my goal in my private practice is to collaborate and work with motivated professionals who are trying to make a change in their career, but they're not exactly sure of how to take that next step. So I work with my clients to provide job search coaching, networking assistance, salary negotiation coaching, resume reviewing, interview coaching, and really anything related to job search strategy that will be helpful to my clients. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, so please feel free to like and follow at your leisure. All right, so again, getting to our topic for today. So general information about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a platform that you can use to network with other professionals, and your profile is really an opportunity to tell other professionals and potential employers about your story. So it is similar to the resume in that it should be explaining your skills, achievements, and your value, but it's different than the resume because you have more space to elaborate on your awesomeness, as I like to say. And you also have more space on LinkedIn to really give your profile your voice. So someone can kind of understand your personality by reading through the content that you add on LinkedIn. Whereas on your resume, that doesn't really happen as much because it's very quick and to the point, and it really keeps what your future employer wants to know in mind when you're writing resume content. Whereas on the LinkedIn profile, it should be about you and your story. Building out a LinkedIn profile is 100% worth your time. LinkedIn reports that 94% of recruiters use LinkedIn to source their candidates. So if you're adding content there, you're just giving them more information to help them make a decision about why to bring you in for an interview and why to hire you. All right, so the experience section on your LinkedIn profile, I am going to be specifically talking about your work experience today, but the best practices and the guiding questions and the outline that I'm giving can also be applied to not just professional work, but volunteer work, academic work, and project work that you include on your profile. So again, as I mentioned, the experience section on the LinkedIn profile, it is like your resume. So it should be demonstrating your value, showing your impact, and highlighting your achievements. But you should also be telling a little bit of your story and elaborating on information that someone could find on your resume. Um, with each experience on LinkedIn, you have 2,500 characters to explain your roles and responsibilities and your achievements. So you have a lot of space. Use it. Like the resume, you want to make sure that you are including keywords. You're quantifying with numbers whenever possible when you're explaining your work. You can use a paragraph format for your experience section. You can also use bullet points, or you could use a combination of both. I just recommend that whatever format you pick, you stick with it so that the profile looks organized. So, whenever we're adding an experience to the LinkedIn profile, this is kind of an outline that you can follow to give your description of your work a flow, or give it a little bit of a story. So you can begin each experience by explaining kind of overarching day-to-day responsibilities. So this could include information like, imagine somebody asks you like, "Hey, Lauren, what do you do in your private practice every day? What do you do in your day-to-day work?" Your answer to that question will be kind of like the quick summary that you'll present at the beginning of each experience. Then the middle part, you want to include information about your accomplishments and key skills that you've used in that place of work in order to help your employer make an impact, or reach a goal, or design a project, whatever it is that you're working on. And then at the end, you want to kind of wrap up with, your favorite part about your work, or the thing that you are most proud of, or what you liked the most. Again, if this is acceptable. So if you had a job and you didn't really like it very much, just skip this part and end with your accomplishments. That's totally fine. The next two slides are going to include some guiding questions that you can use to help you come up with content for your experiences. So you don't have to answer all of these questions for every single experience, but they're just here as kind of like a brain jog for you, just to help you get started with your writing. So the questions are, what are my overarching day-to-day responsibilities in this role? And how do these responsibilities align with what I'm pursuing? So remember, although your LinkedIn profile is about you, you do want to consider what your future employer would most value knowing about you, and maybe consider including only those responsibilities that are tied to your next step. So, if you're, for example, looking for a more senior level role or a more managerial level role, maybe remove some of the kind of more common day to day responsibilities that you had in a position that you're currently in, to replace with those that were more like high level, strategic, and more kind of supervisory. And you would want to let those day to day responsibilities shine, as opposed to maybe your less manager like skills. You do want to think, what industry specific keywords should be included in my experience section. Read through, 3, 4, 5 job descriptions. Take your highlighter to them. See what keywords are popping up in all of those job descriptions, and make sure that you're sprinkling that information throughout your experience section. How did I do this job more uniquely than someone else in the same role? What are some examples of this? What is my biggest impact? Why do I enjoy the work I'm doing for this company or organization? So, again, all of these don't have to apply, but these are just some thought starters. What accomplishments would I like to highlight in this role? How could my accomplishments benefit my future employer? Again, consider only focusing on accomplishments that are related to your next step. And some areas or some accomplishments that you might want to consider building out in your experience section include, and again, select all that apply. Your ability to manage client relationships effectively, your ability to acquire new business accounts or clients, your ability to adapt to changes, resolve problems, motivate, persuade, or negotiate with others in order to accomplish a goal. Did you improve a process, or did you improve the quality of something? Did you make something easier for somebody? Did you save money in any way? Did you make money in any way? These are all accomplishments that are really worth highlighting on the experience section. Did you help clients or customers or students, or patients to be successful in some sort of way? Did you develop a new product, or idea that was helpful to the company? So explaining your skills, the skills that you used in order to accomplish these accomplishments. Yes, I said that. That could all be really helpful information to include in this section. I have two examples here. These are just examples from my own profile. I have an example of my work experience that I've described for my private practice. I also have a work experience example here for a company that I work for called Career Foundry. So I'll read this one out loud, but it kind of follows that outline. I explain day to day responsibilities, I explain accomplishments, and then I explain what I really enjoy about that work. So, as a career specialist with Career Foundry, I am responsible for grading student assignments and providing one on one coaching as students progress through the job prep course. Upon graduation, our students are prepared to find work in UX, UI, data analytics, or web development, depending on their course of study. This role provides me with the opportunity to dive deep into trends and job searching best practices for these specific fields so that I can support my students in their efforts to gain employment. Many of my students are career changers, so providing reassurance and encouragement, updated marketing tools such as a portfolio, resume, cover letter, and LinkedIn profile, and strategies for breaking into a new field are a large part of my coaching practice. I value the opportunity to work with this diverse student group as they take the next steps towards a career that will make them happy. So it's quick. It gets across some of the skills that I've developed. It gets across some of the impact that I've had with my students, and it tells somebody generally what I'm responsible for in this role. If you follow me on LinkedIn, you can, or connect with me on LinkedIn, you can check out my profile and see all of the examples that I have up there. Um, we can also stay connected so you can learn about more lunchtime lessons with Lauren whenever they're posted, which the next one will be on the first Thursday in April. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you have questions, throw them into the chat. If you are interested in working with a career coach to help build out your LinkedIn profile or to just talk about job search strategy or interview coaching, please feel free to scan that QR code. I'd love to schedule a consultation with you so that I can learn more about you and your goals and how I can help. I'm going to stop sharing and come back here to see if we have any comments. When you scan that QR code, it'll also take you straight to my website. On my website, there is a page with free career resources. There is access to my blog on there, which you can subscribe to. There is a resume scanning tool that is present for you to use whenever you want to scan a resume or a cover letter for a job application. It's powered by JobScan, which is also a really cool resource that you should check out. And I also have access to my Find Your Next Job course. So this is a course that is paid for. However, when you sign up for the course, you do get a discount on the supplemental coaching programs that come along with the course. So consider that if you're somebody who is looking to really dive into a job search or make a career change, I might be a person that could help you along that journey, either through the course or through one on one coaching sessions. Thanks, Tyler. If anyone has any questions, you can drop them in the chat. But if not, I might wait for another minute or so. If you're watching this recorded, you can also leave comments later on, or you can always message me on any of the platforms that this is streaming on. If you have questions or ideas about content for the next lunchtime lesson with Lauren, I'm always open to ideas. All right, everybody, happy March and enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Thank you. Bye bye.